right now.
Here's the starting group for the Cleveland Cavaliers. We've got Tatum. Also Sabonis out there. McDaniels is out there with Young. And for the Trailblazers. So tonight, Tim, we got a fantastic matchup at the guard position. Indeed, some of the best in the league going head-to-head.
Yeah, this is the very top of the food chain when it comes to guard play in this league. Really no weaknesses out there for either backcourt.
And it's going to be the Trailblazers off the tip. From 13. No good. In and out off the rim. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. The kick out to Young. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Young's got the first points up on the board for the Cavs. This one for three. Sabonis grabs the board. Now the Cavaliers with it. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allie.
I had a chance to catch up with Chauncey Billups.
We talked about Domantas Sabonis, specifically what makes him so hard to guard. Coach told me his basketball IQ and just the way he sees the floor. He just seems to know where to be at all times. And defensively, that's difficult to match up against. They'll need to find a way to contain Sabonis here in this one. Back to you.
Great work as always, Allie. Thank you.
Well, if you work the ball inside, it is going to pay dividends.
Back to Young. And he lays it straight in.
Now, how about Trae Young from close range? And this guy is such an impressive all-around scorer.
And in 2028, Cleveland poised, GA, to welcome the WNBA's 16th franchise.
Reviving the name and branding of the Cleveland Rockers, one of the W's inaugural teams that folded back in 2003, soon back on stage after a quarter-century hiatus.
Sinks the three-pointer.
And that's what he does every night. He stretches the floor. Trae Young at his best.
Sabonis grabs the board.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Now here's Tatum. And he can certainly fill it up when they need him to. He's averaging almost 21 points a game. And that one drops for him.
You can't have a better start than that, connecting on 4 of your first 5 field goal attempts.
There's the three. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Last time they met in Cleveland.
Yeah, they were just wrecked last time they faced this team, and a lot of it was their own undoing.
They just committed too many mistakes. It was impossible to overcome.
Pass to Doncic. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on Trae Young.
The all-around game of Doncic is impressive. A walking triple-double threat every night.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. First free throw is good. And as the days and months go by, Greg, it still may take us some time to get over the shock of last season's trade of Luka Doncic.
And we know the question marks as far as conditioning and defense that led to it, but hard to bet against the talent of his caliber.
All free throws good from Doncic. And we were talking about, Tim, the front office, the Blazers very pleased with their internal development.
Well, the pieces fit. They're not just young players looking to score, but you have guys who are willing to defend and make hustle plays. That's how you build a winning culture.
Now, here's Tatum. Against Phoenix, he was really on his game. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And, GA, you look at the numbers for Sabonis. They're historic. But how would you surround him to make a deep run?
Well, I might try to pair him with another rim protector. Sabonis is a nice focal point offensively, but he's not a big-time shot blocker.
First free throw is good. And Tim, it came out this past summer that the Trailblazers were for sale.
And with the entirety of the proceeds of that sale going to charitable causes, and with franchise value skyrocketing league-wide, a lot of good is going to come from this transfer.
And he makes both free throws. And the NBA starting, Greg, to enter the third act of the regular season. A lot of teams looking for that extra gear right now.
Yeah, some fans might think that everything is decided at this point of the season, but there's a lot of games left and nothing is written in stone.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Well, you see this all too often. The effort has to be there first.
Now here's Tatum. Some nice passing by Cleveland here.
Love that look there, locating his teammate and creating an easy basket.
Trailblazers trail by 5. And so Chauncey Billups decides to call timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. They are coming into this having notched a win against the Knicks in their last game.
You know, those road games are tricky, but they had a good strategy going in and stuck to what they do best.
They were so precise with their execution. They didn't make many mistakes on either end, and that took the crowd out of the game.
In for Amen Thompson. Already it's February. Hard to believe. Let's see how the West is matching up. You look at Portland. The season well underway, and they've been solid in third right now.
And for the Trailblazers, they've got their sights set pretty darn high right now. After what they've done this season, their goal is nothing short of a title.
Well, no one has been surprised by their dominance. Now they will try to take this momentum into the postseason.
Launches a three. A three-pointer is right on target. He has 5.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you.
And timeout call by Kenny Atkinson. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two.
It's dance time in Portland. Here are your Blazer dancers.
Let's take a look at the players that have been grabbing rebounds in bunches to lead the NBA over the last 10 games. Second is Domantas Sabonis.
When it comes to rebounding, it's been a stupendous stretch for him. He's been using his body and strength so effectively. .141 left in the first quarter of the game.
It's intercepted. And here's Doncic from the arc. And the Trailblazers another three.
And we're so used to Doncic operating with the ball in his hands, but it's good to see him mix it up and work off the catch.
The three from Tatum. Thompson with the rebound.
It's a tough stretch for him right now. He may want to find a different way to stay involved.
There's the pick. Inside. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Great awareness by Thompson, wanting to find his open teammates whenever he can.
Sabonis sets the pick for Young. Once again off the mark by Cleveland. And Portland with the ball. They're on a 12-4 run. Pass to Doncic. And no good that time. Great D that time from Tatum. McDaniels kicks to Tatum. Knocks it loose. And they call an illegal screen here.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
Well, my feeling is you just want to make sure it's called consistently both ways.
Doncic with a screen on Young. 5 on the clock. Doesn't go for him. And at the end of one, both teams putting up some points. It's the Trailblazers as they wrap up the first quarter on a 12-4 run. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And taking a look at the Trailblazers' performance here, boys, what do you think they're doing or not doing?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Well, it is tough to lose when you get that many more chances to score.
So on the floor for Cleveland, Jaden McDaniels is out there with Jason Tatum. Then it's Sabonis. Then there's Murray.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Here's Curry. The Cavaliers making the shot. Takes it from 10. Doncic passes to Smith. The Trailblazers working the ball around now. And a miss there on the triple. The Cavaliers trailing. For the three. Gets the three-pointer to fall. He has 7.
Well, he's a guy they look to go to, and now you see why.
And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot. Jason Tatum keeping the main thing the main thing. He said there are players that get caught up in the lifestyle, and they choose that over the game. The money is a plus, yes, but I truly love the game because I love basketball, not for the things that come with it. Guys?
You'll love to hear it. Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report. Now here's Thompson. Hasn't made one yet. Releases. Good on the 7-footer. And the Trailblazers lead by 2.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Outside Tatum. And it goes on a bounce. That one is off Smith.
And a moment to see numbers for Jaden McDaniels. He's around 6 points per game, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. And he really anchors them defensively with that tenacious play on that side of the ball.
Yeah, it's all about great energy, and he brings that part to the game. His teammates feed off of that.
Sabonis finds Murray. Here's McDaniels. Back to Murray. Off target from three-point range.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And never Greg an all-star, but he is a star. Jamal Murray can flat out play.
And he's had his hurdles to overcome with injury over the years, but he's never one to shrink from a challenge, and he remains a prolific shot creator.
That's just a smart play right there. The right pass to a ready shooter.
Tatum kicks to Murray. Here's McDaniels. And another miss by Cleveland. Trailblazers leading by 4. Here's Curry. And Portland again with the bucket.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And timeout call by Kenny Atkinson. He's ready to talk things through with them. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Stephen Curry.
Well, as your career goes along, you naturally lose a little bit. But he takes great care of himself. He puts a lot of effort into his preparation, and he's smart about picking his spots. That's why he's still a factor out there on the offensive end.
Now here's Tatum. Buries it from three-point range. Tatum's got 5 points so far.
Yeah, that's 2 straight three-pointers they've allowed.
And so Chauncey Billups decides to call timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Here now, the 2K leaderboard, showing us the best passing teams in the NBA over the course of the last month. Second, the Cavaliers.
And what stands out during this recent stretch is just how well they passed the basketball. I mean, this is a club that has become really unselfish.
Outside Curry. Smith finds Thompson. Curry setting the pick for Thompson. Kept alive. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Tatum against Smith. Fires from deep. The Trailblazers pull it in. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Suns. That'll be the second game of a 5-game homestand. So you can talk about the physical challenges, Jim, of today's game. One thing the players have a little easier, certainly, is the way they travel from game to game.
Well, there is no question about that. I didn't even get on a charter till the middle of my NBA career.
Oh, my goodness.
In the mid-90s. We were still flying commercial till that point, but there's no doubt travel is better for players. I think also some of the things they've added for guys like massage therapists and acupuncturists and even personal chefs, all of that makes it a little bit easier for today's NBA play.
Now, if we could do it for the broadcasters, that would really be a win.
Sign me up, Kevin. I'll be right there reclining fully right next to you.
And here are the Cavaliers now. Portland making their last shot. Tatum against Smith. Down low. Here's Sabonis. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark.
Wow, you got to commend the defensive effort right there. It really made a difference.
Thompson finds Doncic. Outside Curry. Fires for 3. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got 4 assists now tonight.
Yeah, and they're starting to warm up from the field this quarter.
Pass to Sabonis. On the wing, Murray. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. McDaniels outside. And the Cavaliers with another 3.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
There's 39 seconds left now here in the second. Thompson outside. The 3 for Doncic. Out to Smith. Shoots the 3. Drains the three-pointer. Smith's got the lead up to 9 now for the Trailblazers.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Here's Murray. Luka Doncic grabs the miss. To the inside. Plays it up off the glass. He's got 14.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Well, they're making something very difficult look simple right now.
And so it's Portland. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. We've got more in store for you right after this.
Hey everybody, it's halftime. Boy, it's been a rough go so far for the Cleveland Cavaliers.
If they think they'll win with this kind of defense, they're tripping. When you give up that many good shots, it fuels your opponent's fire.
You're like gasoline on a flame, I'd say. And now it's time to bring up the Players of the Month in the NBA. Guys, how about our Eastern Conference winner?
His activity on both ends has been remarkable, constantly looking for ways to affect the game and get himself open. You wish all the guys played at this level of intensity, aren't you?
Work ethic has certainly been the name of the game for him lately. Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan for the second half tip.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. The Cavaliers trail by 11. In the corner, Tatum with it. McDaniels outside. Good. It's Tatum picking up the assist. Tatum's got 5 assists tonight.
And Tatum is all about doing what's best for the team. Superb as a ball mover in terms of finding his teammates.
And for Cleveland, they've got Trae Young. Tatum out there with Jaden McDaniel. Then it's Sabonis.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Tatum with it. He's got 5. Three-pointer. And another 3 for Cleveland.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from range.
Yeah, he was so ready to answer that. These teams are just battling.
It drops. That's his 9th field goal in the contest. A blistering hot 9 for 11.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
And timeout call by Kenny Atkinson. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy.
Your Blazers bring the dance crew, and here to hype you up, just some love, fans.
Let's take a quick look at the numbers for Thompson. Averaging about 11 points, 7 assists, and 6 rebounds. And he does a great job of just attacking the glass, really determined to track it down.
Well, he understands his role. He's one of their enforcers, but he also helps them win the battle of possessions.
Over to the left wing. Back to Young. A 3-ball. No good that time.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Portland moving the ball around. For 3. Sabonis grabs the board. The Cavaliers trail by 10. Young passes to Sabonis. Tatum kicks to Young. Pass to McDaniels. Young outside. Shot clock at 6. 14 feet away. Rebound by the Trailblazers.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Smith with a screen on Sabonis. Not enough on that one as it misses. Cleveland's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. To the middle. And a slam dunk by Sabonis.
And loving the aggression from Sabonis. Going right up for the dunk there. Nice.
Hey, Greg, kind of a combo forward. Tatum at 6'8", more than capable, playing up at the power forward position.
And that's where he's mostly played the last few seasons. And his rebounding is more than just serviceable. Credit him for the strength he's added over his career.
Most coaches will tell you you need scoring in the paint to be successful. Here are some big men around the league that have been providing plenty of that over the last month. Second is Jason Tatum.
That's as scary a collection of big men as you want to see. I mean, game planning for any of them is a challenge because you know how much defensive attention you're going to have to devote to them.
And it's not just their raw scoring numbers. It's also a physicality that can be intimidating.
Basket good. And the Trailblazers lead by 10.
Very difficult to stop team play when the ball's moving. Excellent find with the pass to create that scoring opportunity.
And now Allie Laporte says something for us from the sideline.
Well, so are dynasties a thing of the past? Well, Commissioner Adam Silver said, I'm fine with dynasties and I'm fine with new teams emerging every year. What the fans want to see is great competition. As long as teams are emerging through great management, let the results happen however they play out. Back to you.
You just want a fair fight. Okay, thank you, Allen. Thompson sets the pick for Smith. Misses the jumper.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Pass to McDaniels. Jacks up a 3. Another 3 for Cleveland. And you think of the different styles of play. Tim is the one that you prefer watching.
I personally like variety, Kevin. I like certainly three-point shooting. That's how I made my living. But I also want to see post play. And I want to see teams that also can beat you with isolation sets as well. I think those are the toughest teams to defend. They can hit you from any area.
They sure can. And timeout call by Kenny Atkinson. Coach needs a moment to talk things over.
Definitely not pleased with their rebounding at the defensive end. The number of putbacks they've allowed has been terrible. I'm sure that's what he's going to address during this timeout.
A different look now for Cleveland. Isaiah Joe comes in for McDaniels, and it's Jamal Murray in for Young. And it's the Cavaliers with the ball. For three, Murray. That shot, no good. Portland leading by 6. To the paint, here's Smith. And it's slammed in by Smith.
How about the force on that finish by Smith?
Pass to Joe. Cleveland moving it around. Now Tatum from downtown. The three is drilled by Tatum.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Outside Curry. Puts up a three. Second chance effort, and he lays it up and in. And the Trailblazers lead by 7.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Murray against Curry. Pass to Sabonis. And slam dunk by Sabonis.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Curry kicks to Smith. Screen by Smith. Stolen by Tatum. 3 seconds left. That one doesn't go. And that's it for the third quarter. Both teams scoring well as we head to the fourth. Portland out in front, up 5. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
And it's such an advantage to have a big man who can facilitate at a high level like that.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Good on the three-point shot.
Supreme confidence. Smith really stretches the floor with his ability to shoot.
And for Cleveland, they've got Domantas Sabonis. McDaniels is out there with Jason Tatum. Then it's Trae Young. And it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
And obviously his momentum from the last game is carried over here tonight.
When someone is rolling like this, just keep feeding him. That's just great coaching.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Yep, that one goes. And now it's a 10-point Portland lead.
Well, his team is up, and he's a big reason why. And it's a little easier to shoot when you know you've got an advantage on the scoreboard.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
A huge slam, the perfect end of the fast break.
And Smith already understands you have to be unselfish if you're going to gain the respect of your teammates and coaches.
Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. Young with no one around. Once again off the mark by Cleveland. Outside Curry. There's a screen from outside the arc. The 3 ball from Curry.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
It's a great game plan, and it's great execution. They've really been in the zone.
Outside Tatum. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
They have found a weakness in the defense, and it's on their ability to defend the three-point line.
And we've got a timeout called by Chauncey Billups. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Guys, over the last break, I listened to Chauncey Billups address the team. He told his guys to stay after it, to not get complacent and lazy with this lead. He wants them to keep adding to it. We'll see if they're able to do it, guys.
And Allie, thanks so much. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Well, Greg, you've had a long NBA career, so I'm curious, what's one of the biggest changes you've noticed since you've retired?
Well, you know, one that doesn't get talked about enough, length. You know, players these days are just longer, especially in the backcourt and that wing position. It feels like every team has a guy 6'9" or taller that is a pure perimeter player.
And the first one drops. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
Yeah, he's as good as it gets at the line. Pretty much automatic.
Sabonis' screen on Smith. Tatum kicks to Young. 6 on the shot clock. A shot by McDaniels, no good.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
It's rebounded by Cleveland. Pass to Young. Now here's Tatum. Here's McDaniel. Jacks up a three. Knocks down the three.
Well, he's not the reason they're down right now. He has played smart, efficient basketball.
Trailblazers leading by 11. From outside, and down goes the three.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
And when you give up a three, there's always this instinct to try and get it back immediately.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout here. He's not taking any chances and wants to huddle him up right away. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Lays it in off the window.
Yeah, he's been reliable tonight, but that's certainly not the case for his team in general.
Portland leading by 12.
2 minutes in the game. 2 minutes.
Good work there as it goes down.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right there.
So when you look at different approaches to player recovery, from load management, say, Tim, to rub some dirt on it and get back in there, where do you stand on all of that?
Well, I do think teams have done a better job of trying to make sure players are protected from themselves and make sure they're getting enough rest. But I also think there are times guys should be allowed to play through certain types of minor injuries.
Here's Young. Shot clock at 5. Down it goes for 3.
And one thing about Trae Young, this guy has zero fear, always looking to pull from deep.
We've got 1:28 left to play here in the fourth. No good.
Well, that's a tough rebound there to secure, but he put all of his size in there in order to secure it.
Launches it. It's off.
Yeah, so many times we will see shooters of any caliber miss that wide open three.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for the Trailblazers.
They enjoyed a big boost from the strong play of their bench.
The subs came in and did their job. Those points off the bench were key to their victory.
And this will make it 36 wins on the year for them.
Really, they had their number this season. 2 wins, a home win, and an away win.
And again, no good. Now Smith. From 15 feet away, cleared away by Sabonis. Here's McDaniels. Young! And he does not hit. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. And once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
And let's hear from Allie LaForce, who joins us from the sidelines. Allie?
Thanks so much. I'm here with Luka. And Luka, you got a tough win tonight. What are your initial thoughts on the performance?
You know, we got to win against a team that is very competitive. You know, they go hard no matter what. You know, they're a great team. And, you know, I'm just glad we got to win. We got to keep going like that.
Victory tastes a little sweeter against an opponent like that. Thanks, Luka.
As always, Allie, we appreciate it. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan. This is the NBA on 2K Sports. And as we part ways, we present our player of the game.